back. Let's go inside. What's that? Oh. So about that. I think it's probably when I started re-recording again and my image appeared at the top. Okay, there's nothing in here, is there?
I'd like to speak with you, Victoria.
I'm not feeling well, Samuel. Please excuse me. I hope Robert will make up for the lack of my company.
All right. I'll come back later.
Hang on, I haven't been up in the attic. Let's go and have a look in the attic. Where did that come up thread? Oh, it's that one.
The ceiling has collapsed under its own weight. The old wing won't last much longer. Luckily, no one was here when it happened.
What? How the hell did that happen?
The hole in the window lets cold wind and rain enter the room. If it rains like this tomorrow too, we'll have to patch the window up.
You could just patch the window up now, you know, stop the rain anyway, just in case. What's this? Fallen beams? Oh, beams! That's it, beams? What the hell are beams?
Decayed wooden beams have broken up and fallen to the floor. The wooden ceiling is now unstable. It could collapse at any minute.
Well, that's probably very good, if you know what I mean, so we can't go in the attic again. I'm gonna go and have a look at that fountain, because that's where the body was, so there must be something around there. I know there's something glittering, because he had a dream, didn't he? I had a dream. Where's the outside? There it is. Right, where is it? There it is. Right, let's have a look. Because usually you can find something by just right clicking on it. Yeah, there we go, right click.
Something is glittering at the bottom. What could it be? Something is glittering. What could it be?
I don't know, you could... Oh, what's this?
There's a deep footprint in the mud. It looks quite fresh. Whom does it belong to? The water is murkier than yesterday.
Right, let's go and speak to Bates, because he was the one that came out here, didn't he? Let's go this way here. Where's Bates? Oh, the door's open. Ah.
The door is open.
That's what I just said.
Someone must be down there.
Oh, your deductions are fantastic. What a cellar.
Wine kegs full of quality red.
Ugh. Got any white wine?
This well is from the era when the castle was under siege. It was supposed to connect the castle with an underground system of corridors, but that's merely old hearsay.
Well, it's
No
there.
one has ever seen those corridors. It's several tens of meters deep, but the water from it can't be drunk.
Oh, what's Bates doing? Rear part.
Do you need anything, sir?
I would like to ask you about something.
Certainly, sir.
Bates, can the fountain back in the garden be drained?
Yes, there is a big pump in the cellar. It controls the water flow for the whole castle. It is possible to adjust the water level. However, I do not think it is a good idea to drain it after what happened. And Detective Collier should probably be notified about it, sir.
I am merely considering all the alternatives. We have the right to find out what happened.
Too
Do
true.
you understand?
Yes, I do. In that case, it is probably best not to tell anyone. Is that what you meant, sir?
Very much so. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Sir.
They're full of clean water. The cellar is quite cold, so the water is always cool. I can't see anything special, just clean water.
To the rear. Oh my god.
It's empty. There's nothing in it.
Wine.
This is where our best vintages are stored. The temperature as well as degree of dampness is ideal. Maybe I'll choose a bottle sometime later.
No.
I have no time for that now. The pump is part of the entire water distribution system. It pumps the water in and out endlessly according to immediate needs. Water distribution controls. I have no idea which one does what.
Awesome.
I have no idea which one does what.
But I can't.
I have... I have no idea which one does what.
I can't click on it because it. What if Bates knows? Seems to be a fountain of good knowledge, isn't he?
Bates, I would like a word with you.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening, sir.
Bates, that pump we talked about,
Yes, sir.
I think it is broken. Which valve controls the water level?
The pump works all right, sir. Only one of the input valves broke off some time ago. The water level can still be adjusted using the other valves. It just takes a moment to figure out the right setup for what you want to do.
Awesome.
How do I know if I have drained the fountain then?
If I remember correctly, the second column from the right displays the level of water in the fountain.
I will give it a try. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Alright, second column from the right. The one that's broken. So that needs to be 0, yeah? The one that I can't change. Okay. Oh, let's right click it. Oh, son of a bitch. Yes.
Ready.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go this way because it's the there. There we go, let's roll. There's a symbol.
I can't see anything, just mud. Where is that shiny thing?
Before we think where that shiny thing is, I'm gonna take a photo of my.
I'll take a picture of it, just like the first symbol.
Ka-ching. Still can't get it developed though.
A sign of some sort, or a symbol.
Don't mind me, I'm just fishing around for to nibble. Oh, it looks like an ear.
This must be the thing that glittered at the bottom.
Sweet, got the key. I wonder if that's his key. Henry's key. Or it could be for the chest. Oh, I can't get up there now, can I? Because the roof's caved in.
A letter. It's addressed to Victoria. Madam, please regard this letter as one from an anonymous friend. One of your servants is not whom he pretends to be. You may find it interesting that he is an ex-prisoner.
And a thief. On several occasions, I watched him sneak quietly into the castle cellar, using the old back door. I saw that person take away several bottles of some of the best vintages of your wine that you value so much. No doubt, some of your other valuables have also gone astray. I decided to write you this letter to prevent further stealing. The person's name is Morris.
Henry meant to blackmail Morris. I am curious as what Morris will tell me about this. Madam, please regard this one of your...
On several...
Some papers and a few coins. The bill isn't here.
No.
Where could he have put it?
I still think it's here. On this painting somehow. Right, speak to Morris.
Yes, sir.
Morris, I know you've been stealing wine from our cellars.
Me, sir? Who told you that?
No one told me. I'd read it in a letter that Henry wrote to Victoria. So what do you say about that?
Well, I only took a few bottles, sir. I swear. There's such a lot of them in there, I thought nobody would notice. It won't happen again, I promise. Will you give me that letter, sir?
All right, Morris. But I'm going to be watching you. Here it is. I took a look around the fountain.
Sir, why would you bother with such a thing? Why not just leave it up to that detective?
Well, I can't help suspecting something's wrong about all of this. 2 unfortunate accidents in such a short time?
You said it, sir. They are accidents. Henry just got drunk as a stone, and this time his luck ran out.
Maybe. But never mind. I have come because of something else. I found a footprint in the mud by the fountain's rim.
But that's nothing strange. There must be lots of footprints there.
Well, this one is fresh and much deeper than the other ones. The person who left it there must have limped badly or been carrying something very heavy.
Are you suggesting it's mine? Well, why couldn't it be yours? It's mostly me who walks around the garden, and the footprint is probably from the morning I found him.
Maybe.
Sir, I told you I was home the whole evening. I've got no idea what happened that night.
How do you know that it was nighttime?
If I answer that now, could we stop returning to the subject?
We shall see.
I heard it from Dr. Herman when he was speaking with Collier.
What else were they talking about?
I was not really listening. I just overheard a couple sentences as I was walking by. Can I go now, sir?
All right. I'll ask Dr. Herman myself. Maybe I'm suspicious of him unnecessarily.
Yeah, I agree.
But maybe not.
No, maybe not.
I'll go see Dr. Herman and find out what he knows about that footprint. I will go then.
All right, sir.
Let's see if we can look at it. Herman's house. Let's go.
Oh, Mr. Gordon. I would wish you a nice day, but that is not what it is today. To what do I owe you a visit?
Well, you told me yesterday to come over.
Let us not discuss things outside in the rain. Please follow me. Better, is it not? Do you mind going down to the morgue with me? I have a lot of work to do. We can speak there.
Who's that dude on the right?
Not a problem. Let's go.
Watch out for the steps. There's not much light in here, and the dampness can make your footing dangerous.
No. There he is again on the right. Another one.
So, what would you like to know?
I have returned as per our conversation yesterday. This won't take long. I would only like to ask a couple of questions.
Let me guess. This is about William, right?
Yes. You mentioned some bad burns on his body.
On the chest area, to be more specific. Yes.
So?
So, what?
When we talked yesterday, you said you would tell me more about it. That is why I am here.
Is that what I said? Well, I can only repeat what I have already told you. Massive burns on the chest caused by an unknown object.
Is that all? An unknown object? What you're saying is different from what you already told me.
I cannot remember. Those were just initial theories, anyway. I have recorded everything in the post-mortem account. Shall I quote from it?
That won't be necessary. It seems Dr. Herman has lost his memory since yesterday. Why is he concealing what he originally wanted to tell me after we had first met? That death report would interest me, but not in his presence. I spoke with Detective Collier about Henry's death.
It was inevitable that he would end this way. He was a lost cause.
What do you mean?
Well, It certainly was not the first time something happened to that man after he drank himself into a stupor. I know this well because it was I who had to restore him to normalcy after the other bouts. It was not usually serious. However, on this occasion, he overestimated his capacity for drink for the last time.
This is rather awkward, but you see, Henry had something important that belongs to me. I have looked just about everywhere and have not found it. So it occurred to me that he might have had it with him, and that you...
So, what is this it supposed to be?
Actually, it's just a small piece of paper, but it's very important. Otherwise, I would not ask you.
You want me to search his personal belongings?
I would be grateful if you would do that, Doctor.
Gordon, that parcel is part of the evidence. I cannot just remove something and give it to you until the police have completed their investigations.
But that something was mine.
No matter. Until the case is officially closed, I cannot even show you any of those things.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor. At least I know where that blasted bill of exchange is.
But you don't know it's in there.
Dr. Herman, I'd like to ask you about something in connection with Henry's death.
Mr. Gordon, it was my impression that this affair is currently being investigated by Detective Collier. Is that so?
This affair, as you call it, happened in my garden. I have every right to be interested in it.
All right. What do you want to know?
I found a footprint right next to the fountain. It was quite deep and very recent.
Yes, we noticed it. Collier made a record of it in his papers. I do not know what else I can tell you.
Did you notice something odd about it?
What do you mean?
The person who left that footprint either limped or had been carrying something quite heavy.
You have an eye for detail, Gordon. That is exactly what Collier said.
So?
The trouble is, there are footprints all over the place, and they most probably all belong to your groom. What is his name again?
Morris?
Yes. You can exclude that one, though, if you thought of him as a potential murderer. Let me tell you why.
I'm listening.
I should not be telling you this, but it is your business in a way, too, so... I have been doing autopsies for over 15 years, and I have never seen anything like this before. Something seemed odd to me the very moment we dragged him out of the pond. His skin was entirely white. You see, I know what the body of a drowned man looks like even after a month, but this was different. He looked as if he did not have a single drop of blood left in his body.
Maybe it was in the water.
Impossible, Gordon. I told you I know what a drowned man looks like. I have not mentioned this to Collier, however. He would think I am going mad. I need to prove my theory first.
So what have you found out?
Exactly what I expected. No blood. Not a single drop of it anywhere. As though something squeezed the life out of him, like the juice from an orange, and disposed of its skin in that fountain. This is not like anything I have ever witnessed.
I'm not a doctor, but I can see it's more than strange.
This is not strange, Gordon. It is flat out impossible. Even if someone deliberately wanted to extract all of his blood, there would still be some remaining in the organs and muscles.
So what's your opinion now?
I have no theories yet as to what my conclusions should be. I have no sensible explanation for what I found, but so far, nothing is indicative of a violent death.
Thanks for telling me this, Dr. Herman.
Listen, no one except the two of us is aware of this fact, and I would prefer it to remain that way, for now. When you speak to Collier, do not tell him anything. I will tell him myself when the timing is appropriate.
Understood. I'll say nothing. You can take my word for it. Now that is truly weird. Doctor, do you think you could go outside for a moment so I could have a look around? I could forget my wallet on the table when you return.
Excuse me? If I had not known your family for so long, I would be offended. Look, I can see where you're coming from. I already told you the parcel has to stay sealed until the investigation is over. So forget it.
I should ring the bell.
Okay, but let's ring the bell.
Yes?
Samuel Gordon, please let me in, Doctor. I need to speak to you.
Yes, come in. I am downstairs, in the morgue.
I can have scoot around here first.
A model of a human skeleton watching over the hall, like a quiet guard in the darkness.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
I'm feeling odd. Hopefully my headache won't return tonight and I'll have a good night's sleep.
Oh, I'll tell you what, let's take a tablet.
I often have headaches these days. I'd better keep them.
I was trying to get you to take one. Okay.
Herman's private rooms are probably up there.
Certainly are.
I'm not going there.
Oh.
A collection of night butterflies. I'd never say there are so many species of them. Air in here is tainted with a strange smell. The tiny vent can hardly keep the air fresh.
I have a strange feeling then. I have to maybe block the vent up.
I don't know who this is. Maybe the former owner of the house.
Got some morgue anyway, but I'm going to try that.